said the same thing about Jordan.
Nah, they never said Jordan ain't have a bag.
They said Jordan have a bag.
Invented the bag.
Nah, I don't know if that. I don't think invented
He
bag.
invented the bag. What?
But again, he simplified the game to where he didn't have to do like
1-2 dribble pull-ups, dog.
Bro.
One
Post
two
fade,
fade away, 1-2 pull-up
spin,
dribbles.
half spin.
Man,
One of the biggest conversations in the basketball community is who has a bag. I'm gonna react to a video with Paul Pierce and Danny Green, and they basically say a number of players don't have a bag and they fail to define exactly what a bag is. Let me know down below in the comments who has some of the best bag work in NBA history. Now, typically this conversation centers around Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving is actually the fine line between flash and substance. There's a saying in basketball, $1,000 move, 10-cent finish. Well, Kyrie Irving provides the $1,000 move and he provides the $10,000 finish. We watch his highlights and we forget he's an elite 3-level scorer, an elite finisher around the basket. We see his handles and forget the mastery of the fundamentals that are needed to be an elite ball handler with both hands. His flash has substance, and that's an overly simplistic way of saying he has a bag. What is a bag? I mean, is it simply just handles? Is it a crossover move? Is it just the move itself? Let's define that. The ability to score the basketball in different ways or situations using your handles, shooting ability, basketball IQ, physical attributes to your advantage against any defender. Here's what Danny Green and Paul Pierce had to say about bag work. It started off talking about SGA and Giannis, and then it slowly took a turn. Let's check out what they had to say.
Discussion we was having like 4 or 5 years ago about Giannis don't got a bag. I think that kind of stuff like pissed him off. Like it's like a disrespect.
They said the
of
same
his
thing
game.
about Bron. They said the same
You know
thing
what I'm
about
saying? Yeah, for sure.
Bron.
they said the same thing about Jordan.
Nah, they never said Jordan ain't have a bag.
They said Jordan have a bag.
Invented the bag.
Nah, I don't know if that. I don't think
He
invented bag.
invented the bag. What?
But again, he simplified the game to where he didn't have to do like
Now, he said Jordan invented the bag. We're going to talk about specifics in just a minute. The idea that LeBron James and Michael Jordan, two of the best players ever, 1A and 1B in a lot of conversations, that these two players have no bag. That conversation is ridiculous to me.
1-2 dribble pull-ups, dog.
Bro.
1-2 fade away, 1-2 pull-up
spin,
dribbles.
half spin.
Man,
Bro,
nah.
to create space for those shots, you have to have
1
a
or 2
bag.
dribble
Nah,
pull-ups,
he's
bro.
a super
Is
athlete.
Yeah.
the,
You
is
better go
the
back
bag
and
just Kyrie doing crazy shit off the backboard?
Nah, Kai had a mix, like he could make one-on-one ISO moves. Like
So Jordan had no bag?
I didn't say
Notice, he's saying moves. He's not saying the finish after doing the move. Now, the ironic part of this conversation is the fact that Paul Pierce brings up Michael Jordan not having a bag, when Paul Pierce and Michael Jordan actually have a similar philosophy to scoring. I don't have to use everything in my arsenal. I don't have to use all of my skills every single possession. I just need to get to my spot. That's how Paul Pierce played the game. So it's kind of ironic he brings that up.
no bag. I just don't think
Kobe
he
and
He
Jordan
was
aren't bad
1-2
guys.
dribble
had.
pull-ups.
Kobe had a
No
bag.
bag.
Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Yeah,
Like,
where
what's
you
up?
think
All
he
right, what do we
learned it
define
from?
as a bag, first of all?
Thank
Just
you.
handles to the shot?
I think to me,
Like, wow, then get
Not
it
just
off?
handles, but you
To
have
me,
a plethora of moves in
you
your
have,
bag.
yeah,
He said to the shot and get the shot off. He didn't, nobody is saying finish the play. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying finish the play at all.
the defense does this.
They
I
don't
can
know-
now go to
you're
this.
not
I can
predictable.
go- yes.
Yes.
You have multiple
counters.
answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me,
Yes.
that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble
You knew
pull-ups,
you were not
dog.
stopping him to get to a spot, and he was athletic enough to
dunk on
jump
you.
and
So
shoot over you.
y'all agree
give you a
with the
shoulder
people
bump.
that say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his
You
bag.
guys are
He didn't
crazy,
need to do
bro.
all
He
that
didn't need to.
fancy
I
shit.
think
He just
Mike had
want
a
to.
bag,
He
yeah.
was right to the
He
business.
did.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, let's go through this. All right, let's talk about this. When you talk about Jordan, he had to face arguably the greatest defender of all time in multiple playoffs. Everybody's talking about winning. That's not the part of this conversation. because this is about bag work, right? Jordan was still averaging 30 points a game versus Dennis Rodman. Jordan was averaging 40 versus one of the greatest defensive teams ever in the Boston Celtics. Many of the big men who are listed on that 99 list of defenders that I reviewed a couple weeks back, many of those defenders Jordan had to face. Alonzo Mourning multiple times, Patrick Ewing multiple times, Shaquille O'Neal was on that list. He had to face a plethora of players. Dikembe Mutombo was on that list. You're telling me that a guy that didn't shoot threes, or in some people's opinions, couldn't shoot threes, but he was still averaging 30 plus a game, and some of the best defenders in NBA history was waiting for him at the rim. Sometimes the math just doesn't add up. When we change conversations, the narrative switches up.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Shea got more of a bag though. Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his spot.
Bro,
But Mike had a bag but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable.
Kobe's footwork, I think, was better. I think Mike
Kobe had better footwork than Mike?
I think Kobe.
Oh no.
Again, that conversation is for another day, but pay attention to where this goes.
I think so. I don't think so. I rewatched.
I think it's just that in
Jordan.
advance. Like, Kobe had to. He had to play against better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike didn't have to do as much
so
as
you doing
pivot, left hand off the backboard.
You doing the Mike played against mechanics thing
saying,
right now? Are you
I'm
really
not saying Kobe's a better
that?
player. I'm just saying, footwork-wise, I think Kobe had to evolve his footwork because he's playing against better talent. Like, I'm not saying Mike didn't play against some good talent, but the generational things have gotten better, bro, over time.
Mike had.
Now, here's the part of the conversation I get lost in, and I want to compare this also to LeBron, because I think LeBron is in a sense right now where he's not as athletic, so you don't see him jumping out of the gym, posterizing people like he used to. You're seeing more of a methodical way of scoring with LeBron. You're seeing him get to his spots more often, be more patient, wait for things to develop a lot more than he used to when he was younger. Young LeBron had a bag too. Michael Jordan was younger. He had a bag then too. We don't ever go back and watch the younger versions of these players and talk about their bag. We talk about how fast they were, how high they can jump. We look at the posters from LeBron. We look at the posters from Jordan, but we don't look at their footwork, their handles, their crossovers, beating people to spots. We don't look at any of those things. We only look at it for Kobe. I think the thing with Kobe is Kobe had to do things a different way, sure. But Kobe's mentality was, I'm not going to ever allow you to believe that you're the reason that I was stopped. I simply missed the shot. I work on counters. I work on this move, that move, my footwork, all these different things. It was more of a mental chess match with his defender, more so than him just having to go to all these counters because he couldn't get by people.
That limited bag, dog.
Did Paul Pierce have a bag? Because to me, like, what is this guy's game besides a bag?
I think they had the capability. Like,
so many moves to get by guys.
And he's not
Mike
answering.
Had a bag, he didn't have to use it. Kobe had a bag,
Good question.
He used it a little.
Wait, he didn't answer. He said, does Paul Pierce have a bag? He never responded.
More than Mike. I think he was capable of using different moves. He didn't have to. Like bigger guards use a bump. They know how to get to their spots, make a couple moves, keep it simple.
Like Harden got the bag.
Yeah.
Because he going to give you the
Yeah.
First of all,
pause again.
But notice he's talking about all the moves. He's not talking about the finish. He's not talking about none of that. It's always the moves. And again, let's go back to the definition. The ability to score the basketball in different ways or situations using your handles, shooting ability, basketball IQ, and physical attributes to your advantage against any defender. Let me know in the comments what you think a bag is and who are some of the best players in NBA history with a bag. That's one more for the good guys.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance.